Good evening and welcome to Kicking It with FC Woodhaven. As we've been saying all week, this is going to be a great show. It's probably going to be our most watched show. And tonight, special guest, one of my favorite soccer dads, Dennis Sobers. Dennis, you're making your debut.
Thank you,
This
Mr.
is a
President.
long time coming. And so again, let me just go over what's going to happen tonight. This is going to be a great show. It's going to be a hilarious show, but we're also giving away a $100 gift card to Modell's. So everybody loves the giveaways,
Yes.
so we're going to have fun with that. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask 3 questions. We put out there on social media that the questions are going to be revolved around Ciccio Graziani, the World Cup, and AS Roma. So the questions will be related to that. We'll release the questions around 8:15. We have some teams that are training out there, so we want them to be able to participate and make it fair.
Yes.
But basically, it's going to be 3 questions. You're going to have to answer all 3 questions correctly. Dennis is holding the answers to the questions, okay? I have the tablet here as the emails come in. So again, you'll be able to email us at info@woodhavensoccer.com. Use the subject, Modell's gift card. You'll be able to send us on Twitter. I'll check Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @FC Woodhaven. And so we'll use those 2. We won't use Facebook or Instagram. We'll make it very simple. Twitter or email us, info@woodhavensoccer.com. And
Good luck.
we're going to, listen, we're going to have fun tonight.
Okay.
All right. So, Dennis.
Yes.
You came in 2007,
Yes.
2013. Darius, great player. All right. But since 2013, I would see you at the field
Oh, yes.
with the dog.
With
We'd
my
always
dog.
catch up,
Yes.
talk. So before we go into 2013 to now, let's bring it back to 2007 when you came into
2007.
Woodhaven Soccer.
Oh, okay.
And before you go into that, all right, this is your first time on the show.
Yes.
And everybody knows there's no script. All right. Anything can be said.
Okay.
Well, no language, no
Yes.
bullhorn. Okay.
No bullhorn.
So don't hold back.
Okay.
All right. So you came in 2007 and,
Okay. Well, I don't know. My son was in another Little League 5, 6 AYS, and my son wanted to go to a organization that plays, serious games. And he was like 8. So we came to Woodhaven. Somebody told us we in the neighborhood and everything. And this is before El Presidente took over.
and that's right. Dennis
Yes.
was the one that came up with El Presidente. But listen, it's 2016.
Yes, it is.
The title now is Sporting Director.
Oh, excuse me. Sporting Director. Okay. But the difference is like night and day. All I got to say from where it was until it is now. When we first came here, the president of Woodhaven, we hardly seen him, only when it's time to collect money. And he wasn't really taking the kids' interest in hand,
In fairness, because you know me, I got to be fair.
Go ahead, be fair.
Okay. His kids were older.
Yes, it was. Yes,
All right.
it was.
So they were pretty much towards the end of playing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The sport was not like it is today.
It was down a little bit. Yes, it was.
So it wasn't.
But in fairness, he had season tickets for the Rangers, the Knicks, the Yankees, and I think one more other sport.
Red Bulls.
The Red Bulls.
Right. Listen, he loved his sports.
Yeah, but
and that was a priority.
how many season tickets you have?
We're just a youth partner for New York City.
Thank you.
But again, it was a different time, and it's different. The passion was different.
I thought the big picture was for the kids.
Correct. But again, his kids were older, and it's.
So you're saying when your kids get older, you're gonna just start easing back?
No, because I'll just have another one.
There you go. I didn't get him to say that. No. No, but in fairness, when you to me, when you're head of an organization and you, especially with kids, your first priority is try to better the organization for the kids.
Right, but he had done it for so many years. His time, he knew his time was.
Well, but to me, he picked the right person to take over. That's me personally. Because when you took over, it wasn't like you didn't rush out to get season tickets or boxes. To me, it looked like you was putting the money right back in to try to better for uniforms or
yeah, I mean, listen,
ideas.
We all know there was a vision, and
yes,
it was so there was that 2-year plan and a 3-year plan, and
yes, yes.
But again, it was a different time for him, So I will defend him, but
I'm not trying to beat up on him, but I'm just saying night and day from the one going out and one coming in.
Let's go back to 2007.
Okay, 2007.
With
So Darius comes aboard, went to the beginning league.
Yeah, at the time it's called the intramurals.
The intramurals, and at the time they had coaches, looking at him, and they said he had pretty good skills to be, 8-year-old, and he told other coaches to travel. They had a U10.
Mm-hmm.
And said
was that the Warriors?
Yes,
okay.
That was, but he wasn't old enough. So basically, they said he has enough skills he could play with the U10 on the travel team.
Okay.
So for like 6 months, he had audition. Basically, they let him practice and everything, and then after that, the rest was history. He was here for almost 6 years. We came up the ladder. The teams was good. We had good coaches. He had good coaches that cared about the kids, and that was a big thing for me, being a coach, but not for American football. I see how the coaches was towards the kids, and I like that. The president was all about the kids. He was trying to get us to go put us in Warbound Cup. At the time it was
well, that was right. And that was because Kevin and Manny were,
yes.
Yes. Which again they did a great job with that. And I had said at the dinner dance that we had
dinner.
Last month.
I was
I know.
Tell me.
I know. You will be at the next one.
I would have came.
Because you know what it is? You know me.
Yes.
Okay. It was the first one. I could have blown it out.
This is true.
It's baby steps.
But I want to keep progressing.
I
always tell you that.
And again, those of you that were at the dinner dance, you had a great time. It was fun.
Well, I know this man has those nice little outings because we're not going to get on the bus ride, but we used to have bus rides.
I mean, listen, actually, let's
go back to...
we'll go back to Darius playing here, and then we'll go into the whole... Because you were the one with the Atlantic City bus ride, so we will touch on that.
I just had connections from when I used to throw a lot of bus rides for the football organizations I used to play with, just to raise money, for the parents to get together and just, bond and stuff instead of just on the field watching the kids going up and down the field, But with Darius playing here, great opportunity. President told us about a travel team when he was 13, 14, really.
Right.
And he sent 3 of us over. And it was for him to advance, to go even more traveling, because my son had a vision. He wanted to play the next level besides high school. He wanted to go on and play college. And Anthony said it was supposed to be a good opportunity because the coach was a Delphi. Can we say the school name? No, a Delphi coach. And he was training a U15 team.
It was a college showcase team.
Yes. And what great opportunities. We went all over, from Saratoga to Maryland. And Darius got looked at. And
it was free, right?
No, yeah, right. Right. You want to talk about a hustle? I was in the wrong sport. Don't get me started on that. But it was all good because as a parent, you don't get these times back. So anytime they had a away game, a weekend trip, we was gone.
You would take the hotel.
We would take the hotel to have a good time.
But from what I heard, you never stayed in the same hotel. Was required to stay in.
No,
you were one of those.
The first year we did.
Okay.
But
then you started realizing you
no. We realized we booked in hotels with no free breakfast, no jacuzzi. Like, if I go to a hotel, I want a jacuzzi. My wife will look online and make sure it has a jacuzzi because I'm getting in the boats.
Right.
So, but in all actuality, what we is paying for the coach, his room, his board, coaching on the sideline, his meals, his gas. So he had a free ride. I was taking me, my wife, and my son, plus we paying entry fee. So I had to, save here, save there, because we was going almost every other week to go to a tournament in the summertime. So, but it was pretty good. It was very exciting. Only thing I wish that like Anthony tried to get the team back for the last hurrah, U16, U17, and it never came about because most of those kids played together almost 6 years, and we lost touch with a lot of them. Whatever happened to, Wilson and all the rest of them?
Yeah, I mean, Dario comes to the field. Who else?
Wilson, you see Wilson?
I haven't seen Wilson. The last time, the only connection I had with Wilson was his sister used to work in Stop and Shop.
Oh,
so
really?
I would see his sister in Stop and Shop. But yeah, there's. I mean, who else was on that?
Who was the? I can't. Which the one that always grew the beard, young? That not Dario. He had a brother, Ronald.
Yes.
Ronald. Who else was on there? Well, there was. What's the one that worked at construction? He's like a grown man.
Oh, that wasn't it Ronald?
Was it? I thought it was.
Might have been Ronald. It might have been Ronald. I mean, listen, it was a great group of kids.
It was. We won a couple of championships and everything.
I mean, listen, they are still 2009, the only Woodhaven team that has won the trifecta.
I trained them.
And those of you that were at the dinner dance know what the trifecta was. It was winning the division, winning the state cup, and winning the Long Island Cup, which at that time was called the War Bombs Cup, which is equivalent to the Long Island Cup. So that was the trifecta.
And we had a chance to win Darius last year playing here, but we lost to the Little Necks.
Little Neck Monsters. Oh,
some weird I think they win
and everything like that. So, but yeah, I mean, so you definitely could say Darius had a great experience here.
Without a doubt.
Now, can you imagine?
Oh, and he also, the man gave Darius a job. He looks out for the kids for the summer camp, and if you're a kid deserving, he would look out. He ain't gonna hire somebody that's not gonna show up.
Yeah, and listen, everyone knows if the parents are humbled, the kids are humbled, and so I will go above and beyond and do what I have to do for the players because it is about the players, and that's what I want to do. In the past, there's been players that have, with attitudes or whatever. Those I turn my back on. I mean, it's not a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there. If they need something.
Oh yes, gave Darius a beautiful letter for school and everything. Which my son goes to College of St. Rose in Albany, as a Division II school, Northeastern. He got redshirted last year, but he's fighting for a starting position this year.
I think the head coach watches the show.
Does he? No, which? They just had a scrimmage and tied 2-2 Maris last Saturday.
Yeah,
they got their 5 scrimmage
with
games.
the new coach, I think he's gonna, because Darius is one of those players.
Oh yeah.
Listen, coaches love Darius.
Oh, they do.
I mean, he's just one of those players that's Darius.
Wherever you play him, he'll play. But wherever you play him, he will play. But I had a problem because he was always the littlest one on the team, more or less, one of the shortest ones. He has grown to at least close to, he's like 5'9" now.
Right.
But when he was playing, when all the kids like Wilson and John, all them shot up, and Chris, he didn't grow. But he always played back in defense.
Great defender.
He was a bulldog.
Great defender.
There. But my thing is, if he wasn't growing, no one's going to look for him back there. He needed to be moved up, to strike up.
And I have to say, Dennis was one of those parents that would get in my ear about positioning and stuff like that. And he had a way, because again, some parents that are watching this show know
Yes.
that I don't want to hear about playing time. I don't want to hear about
I
positions.
would never get on a
anything
coach
like that.
while the game is going after the game.
But Dennis had a way of getting in my ear, and everybody knows I have a clique of parents.
Yes, yes, you do.
That I gravitate to and
Mhm.
everything like that, and I listen. But did anything ever change?
No, no, no. Not until he went to tried out for the U, which they moved him to mid defense, and that's where he's playing right now. You know, but I didn't think he was gonna grow. That's why I was having a problem. Cause playing back there, and you got to guard a 6'3", 6'2" on the corner shot. My son wasn't gonna be at his
very physical.
Yeah, no, yes, he is.
Says
yes.
Now we know Darius is a great player.
Oh,
but he also did other stuff.
Oh yes, he swam. I thought maybe swimming was gonna be a sport. At 10, he swam in the Junior Olympics, silver championships, also zone. And zone is one of the top championships that if you finish 1 or 2, you go represent the East Coast in swimming. But after 10, he didn't want to swim no more because he loved soccer. And once that I always wanted him to play football.
Okay.
But he never touched the football field. Never. And you can't force a kid to play football because you can get serious hurt. His love was soccer. So once that was his love, I sent him to camps, clinics, you know. After he'll tell you some days I'll be out there, he'll kick 70, 90 balls. We'll be out there early in the morning. That's his love. I'm gonna support him. But what I'm really more proud of is his schoolwork. When he was in high school, he had a 94 average. He got a partial scholarship for education at St. Rose. That helped my pockets out a lot. Me and the mother is very happy there. Now we're trying to work on the other half where you get it for athletics. But the message I really like to put out to y'all, hit the books.
Exactly. That was
hit the books. Even if you are a top Division I player, if you get most of the money for education, most schools will love you because now they don't have to use a scholarship.
And where is most of that scholarship money going to? Which plays are they going to?
Where?
Yeah, are they going to American players?
Out of the country. He had 7 seniors on a Division II school. 3 was from London, 1 from Canada, 1 from Jamaica, 1 from Ireland. You think they got they paying for tuition? But 7 of them left, so I'm hoping some of that money's left in the kitty. Just joking though. But as long as he keeps doing with the grades, I'm happy. Because even if you one of those 1% that make it to the league or make it to the next level after college, you can't never take the scholarship. I mean, education, the degree away from you. You could play soccer until your body gives out, but that knowledge will stay with you for the rest of your life.
And again, listen, Darius is a great kid. And overall great player. And listen, it was a joy having him here, and it was we love seeing him come back, and when you can see kids that for me, that I knew at a young age, and now see that, and I used a Christian Nolasco. Okay, Christian was the goalkeeper that was on the Hotspurs. Okay, he went into the academy, and to this day, I still have a relationship with Christian.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. But
that's
what kind of person you are, though.
Yeah, and listen, Christian was, and that's what it is. Players that do the right thing.
Yes.
Off the field, on the field, that there's nothing I won't do for them. Nothing I won't do for them. So that's what it's about, and that's something. Now what we're doing is we're not only trying to train and make great plays and develop great soccer plays. It's for the outside and how to behave off the field.
Yes.
So it's a whole package you get.
Yes.
Here. Well, today was actually your first time really coming into the office.
Oh yes, I mean the office used to be the office, where his business was at, the print and everything. But he just told me he took over the whole block, and. This man has a
couple more weeks. You're gonna see the new office.
We talk a lot when I see him at the field, and he's sometimes telling me what he want to do. And I told him if my pockets was deep and I can help him, because what he wants is a beautiful thing. He want a complex. And
actually, now listen, because I didn't get to tell you this. And talking about a complex, let me show you a picture. Those of you that were at the field yesterday, and those of you who follow us on social media, know what I'm talking about right now. This is what I walked into yesterday.
but you've been having problems with the neighborhood. First, it was the neighbors across the street complaining. Now it's people want to vandalize. And it's okay. You know how I feel about that.
It's
many a times I've been out there stringing nets up, helping welding, and I did it. Of course, it was for the kids and to help this man because a lot of y'all don't see what he be doing at 7 in the morning.
And not only that, though, for the amount of years that we've had that field, all right. New York City Parks Department tells me I'm the largest permit holder in Queens for one field. Is there anything outside that says home of Woodhaven soccer or anything like that?
No, and many years back then I said they should put a plaque.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Within the next 2 weeks, that is the next thing. That's my next project now that I'm going to be taking up with the Parks Department.
Why there's no plaque?
So we're going to get something out there. And not only that, okay, I have now put someone, because everyone knows I love titles. I give everybody a title. Okay?
Really?
So we have Danielle Graziano.
Okay.
Who used to be a bigwig. I know she's watching right now. All right, and I'm sure I'm going to get
blown up somewhere about that.
But she actually used to do all the permits for Lou for Woodhaven soccer.
Okay.
And back in 2004, she showed me she's got plaques. That Lou actually gave her plaques and stuff like that.
Really?
Okay. She is now our new community development director.
Oh.
So she's going to be now coming with me on these. Because listen, with the Parks Department, when I get heated, I get told, right, they tell me that I have to watch certain things I have to say because listen, there's no filter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now she'll be there to say, listen, this is what goes on because you know what? She's got 2 kids that play here now.
Oh,
so she's got an interest. She got an interest, and she sees it now.
Yes.
She's not
driving by the field.
Right. So that's gonna help us big
that's
time.
A good thing.
So I'm hoping soon when you come with the dog.
But I'll be on the other field. I don't be on the soccer field.
Yeah, and all the parents must be like, wait a minute. Dennis comes with his dog. You tell us we can't. No,
that's what I say. I'm on the third field, and I'm there like 7 in the morning. When the kids start to come, I put the leash on and we out. I talk to Anthony while he's setting up for 5 minutes, seeing how the teams are doing. I ask him. I always ask, how's the team?
And you talked about the teams. You sent me a text over the weekend. How the teams were doing
and the weather.
We might as well. We'll give a little recap. It was a short week because Sunday. All the games got canceled with the 50-mile-an-hour winds.
With the wind. Oh, yeah. I can imagine the shots coming back.
We had 6 games on Saturday. And we had a great Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's just continue going. And so we'll do a little recap of the games.
Okay.
Do the recap, and then about 25 minutes in already, we'll start with the questions.
Oh, please.
Really start. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start with our boys U8 team.
Okay.
Now, back in the day, our younger teams.
Yes.
What would happen when we played?
Oh, we would get so beat up. So it'd be they'll put a good effort, but it won't be good enough. And some of the teams will come in and just try to run through it. No, like good sportsmanship. No, nothing. Right. Just, instead of like these are U8s, some of them is learning.
And now what I do is with the U7s and the U8s, there's no standings.
Okay, it shouldn't be.
You're right, shouldn't be. There's no standings.
For the parents, I know we thinking, what do our records is back in the day?
So there's no standings. What we're trying to do is develop them. Okay. You know what? We're keeping score and everything like that. So we try to preach it's all about positive results, and everything like that. And listen, they had an amazing season last season.
Okay.
If you want to be technical as far as a record, there's 2 teams, 2 different leagues. I think they played 18 games. I think they wind up winning 14, 15 of them. So if you really want to, go with that. All right. So now this season, It was their first league game.
Okay.
And they were winning 4-1, 5-1 at the time. And, really the game was in hand. Then again, Coach Oscar coaches that team, does a phenomenal job with them. And again, we don't want to run the score up.
No.
Because we know what it's like being on the other
yes.
side. But then again,
but
when we were on the other side, never did we ever sit there and say, oh, stop scoring, this and that.
Because it's still our job to try to stop them.
You're right. But what happens is when you play some of these Long Island teams, and they're very sensitive.
Oh, yes.
They're very sensitive when a Queens team comes, And I'll get into that one when we get to the U10s.
Okay.
But as far as the U8s, we do not run the score up.
No.
All right. And we tell the kids at a certain point not to score,
work on your passing,
and the young kids really don't understand it.
No.
Because you know what? They want to score. And I
can't blame them though.
And I agree with that. Okay. But we do want at the younger ages, listen, it is about sportsmanship.
You gotta learn,
but with the younger ages, you have to preach sportsmanship.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we got an email from the coach of the team.
Yes.
All right. I read you the email. We posted the email.
It blew me away.
Okay. And for those of you that didn't see it on social media, I'll actually read the email.
Blew me away.
Okay. Now, this is our boys U8 team.
Yes.
Now, we really didn't start traveling sometimes till U9, U10.
U10.
Right.
Basically U10.
Now, they're letting U7s, which, again, it's young to be traveling. It's young.
How big is the field?
They play on a smaller side field. So they play on,
they go
it's supposed to be, it's more like a 35 by 50. Yeah, they go sideways. Okay. But we did get an email from the coach. Very nice coach. Okay.
Yes.
But it almost validated as far as what we're trying to preach as far as sportsmanship and not running the score and that the score doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Okay. So I will read the email. And it says, thanks again for the game this weekend. My boys learned a lot watching how well your kids passed and played like a team. I also want to thank you guys for being such good sports and not running up the score in the second half. Your boys are so good. That was very kind of you guys. You have a wonderful group of boys there. You should be very proud of them. It was a cold and rainy, but my kids had a great time. Thanks for your kindness. Have a great season, Woodhaven. Okay? Now, first of all, 5, 6, 7 years ago, we would have never got an email.
Oh, no, you wouldn't have.
Because, again, we would have been on the other side of it. So, but to see the younger teams have the success that they're having, and I don't want to say success because I want to say positive results.
Positive.
Okay.
Okay.
So the U8 started their season off with an excellent positive result.
Oh yes.
Which was great to see. Okay.
How did the team take it when you read it to the team? They understood it for us?
I mean, I'm sure Coach Oscar went over that. I know from a few of the parents. Okay. And a couple of the responses we've got on social media, they love it. I mean, yeah, exactly.
That as they
exactly.
Home,
and they get it. And listen, 6 years ago, I would have never said we had excellent parents. All right? It's 2016. We have the best parents.
Okay.
So it's a different time.
Yes, okay.
I'm also a little bit of a different person.
Oh, you mellowed out a little?
Now, some parents would think, mellow, what are you talking about? But honestly, I really have.
Okay.
So I am a little bit different, but I'm also now, not that I don't, it bounces off of me.
Okay.
Because again,
we spoke about it so much personal.
I don't take it personal because you know what?
You can't please
Unfortunately, listen, I know what has to be done.
There you go.
And if I say this is black, there'll be somebody to say that white.
And so far, I don't think you steered the organization in the wrong way so far. From what I see.
I appreciate that.
You know, unless it's something we don't see, but everything I see is positive.
Well, I thank you.
Yeah, I'm serious.
So
if I had another kid, he'd be back in here playing soccer.
You have another
no, I don't think so. No.
Come on.
No, my wife told me
Sharice must be like, I hope she's not watching.
She'll play it back.
So that was our boys U8. Then we go to the boys U9, which my youngest son is on that team. But because there was a conflict with the U10s, he didn't go to the U9 game because he had to play with the U10s.
Okay.
So but the U9s had an 8 a.m. game Saturday morning.
Ooh.
8 a.m. game. Also in the rain. I was on the road in Brooklyn.
Ooh.
Okay, your country.
Oh,
That's your country.
you're like 4 blocks. No,
Hey, listen, I'm a Brooklyn boy. I was born in Canarsie.
Where's the game was played?
J.J. Byrne Park, Park Slope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that was an 8 a.m. game.
Wow.
You know,
That's up
it
like
was back and
6:30.
forth. Bottom line is
How we
a
doing?
winning free kick by SEO, 3-2 win.
Okay.
Right. So that was
good.
good. That was very good.
That's
Okay.
a nice little trip.
Then we get to the boys U10, who played at 9 o'clock in the morning.
What,
Right? Home.
Okay. So you're gonna say
My
Long
son
Island.
is also on that team. Now, Coach Ricky coaches the U9s and the U10s. Ricky went to the U9 game,
Oh, I was
the
about
home
to say
game,
that. Okay.
since I was at home, so I coached the U10s. And
You like doing that every now and then.
oh, I absolutely love doing that.
You come out of retirement real quick.
And that game was, I'll put it this way: 5 minutes into the game, it was 2-0. 3-0 at the half. Complete control of the game. We get to the second half, and
I forgot the.
no, what happened? We get to the second half, a couple minutes in, 4-0. Right away now, coach is giving me the look. Like, it's 4-0. We're moving the ball, and we're playing amazing. Great team. Playing amazing. Playing absolutely amazing.
Touch pass.
Everybody's touching the ball.
That's what you want.
We get another goal, 5-0. All right. So now he's,
But after 3 or 4, didn't you sub some people or move them
well,
around?
I only had one sub because you got to remember we had some plays that were playing crossover plays, and we had 2 of our starters had to attend Saturday school, so they weren't there. I only had one sub.
Y'all playing,
but we're a deep team.
Y'all playing Iron Man?
Yeah, we're a very deep team.
Okay.
All right? So now it's 5-0, and we're moving the ball. So now we're making a game out of it. Everybody's got to touch the ball, including the keeper. We're having some fun with it. And so I told the boys, only go forward if you have to, this and that. And
they scored again.
We scored again, 6-0. And right away he comes to me. Excuse me, what are we doing here? Are we gonna stop? I said, well, what's the problem? I said, you see what I've just done for the last 10 minutes, this and that.
Keep away.
So he's really getting mad. All right. So now I really made a game out of it and said, okay, I want everybody to touch the ball at least 3 times, this and that. So that wasted about 6-7 minutes. 6-7 minutes.
Clock is moving.
They score a goal.
Okay. Don't tell me they was partying.
No, they weren't partying.
Okay.
But you know what? We wanted to. It was on a mistake and everything. But again, if we weren't trying to play keep away, we went, okay, 6-1. So now we're still moving the ball, and it's a clear breakaway. Right? We got to take it. We got to take it. We got to take it.
Can't stop.
7-1. All right, now 7-1.
Well, you got the one you gave back.
7-1. He really got angry.
Oh, well, he wanted
we're not trying to, we're moving the ball. It's not like we're not moving, but you know what? If the kids are going to go, try. I mean, they're not deliberately trying to score, but he had to do it. Okay. So now it's 7-1. Now he comes over and he's like, this is ridiculous, this and that. I said, listen, you see what I've been doing for the last few minutes, this and that. We'll make a long story short. I really wanted double digits at this point. But again, game ended 8-1. No, it was fine.
You didn't get the wink?
No, but what I did have to do, I had to show my and again, I'm not proud of this, but sometimes when I get in that mood, I have to be a little smart.
Okay.
Smart aleck.
Well, I believe he took you.
So, and I know we played this team last season. We beat them 3-0. So maybe just being me, I said to him, Coach, is this a new team? Ooh. And he said, no, we've been together for 3 years. So I said, all right, no problem. So that was the U10s.
Okay.
All right, so just, a little. So that's why sometimes I do like getting back on the sidelines.
Yeah.
But again, they moved the ball. We were not trying to. And then at one point I did tell them that if we wanted to put 20 up, we can put 20.
But you was telling the truth, though.
Yeah, we were telling the truth.
Okay.
So that was the U10s.
My thing is stop them. If you don't want the score to be run up, stop them.
Listen, you're right, but some of these Long Island clubs and these Long Island coaches don't.
10 is the same way, but
they're a little sensitive. They're a little sensitive
because they're on the other end.
Yeah. See, I like the ones that show up with the I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. No, they show up with their loafers on.
Mm-hmm.
So and then you can sometimes you get the husband and wife combo where they got the flip flops and everything like.
Yes.
But you know what? That's a whole nother. Let's not.
Okay.
You know.
The
But
season
again,
is
listen.
young.
Yes. You know. Then we went into. So that was 3 under our belt already. Then we went into our girls U9, who they are. Girls U9, playing in the top level division.
Oh,
they were
really?
undefeated last season, won the division title.
So they moved them up to 1-2.
They're not in a number at U9, but they're in an NM-SM with the combined Nassau and Suffolk.
Okay.
And the team they played, listen, the U10 team I just talked about,
yeah,
the boys would have a hard time against this girls team. That's how good they were.
Okay.
So we lost the game. Those girls from top to bottom, amazing. Okay. Amazing. And listen, sometimes
I take your hat off to them. You gotta take your hat off.
Great team. Simple. It wasn't even that we played bad. We just we played them 100 times. We lose them 100 times.
I remember some
great
games
team,
like that.
Team from Suffolk County, Lake Grove. Great team.
We got moved up to a 1 with Darius and them. Let them catch, boom, boom, touch, touch. You know.
So so we dropped 1.
Okay.
All right. Then went into our girls U12.
All right. And that's another. I just asked you before cut you off.
Yeah.
How many girls teams? I remember we didn't have none. You got 3 girls.
So it's things are going.
Wow.
So then we went into girls U12, and listen, those girls are battle. Those girls give you everything they have. They had won their Long Island Cup 2 weeks before.
Okay.
2-1 win. Another win.
Oh.
All right, so that's 4-1 on the 4-1 on the day. Then we get into our boys U12. We played right after. Very good team. This is a team that you want to talk about. About the college showcase tournament.
Yes.
This team will be in those tournaments.
Okay.
Okay. This team is very good. All right. 2-1 at the half. We played well. We just, little things there. And a 2-1 at the half, we're winning. Okay. And now this is a team that we beat handily last season. And again, it was raining. I wasn't feeling well. I'm not always myself when I'm sick and stuff like that. You know. But a couple of things annoyed me. That had nothing to do with our team. The flag guy for the other team.
Oh, okay.
Up and down the sidelines, this and that, and little things that just tweak me and everything like that. And
what game is he watching?
Yeah, all said and done, we won the game 5-1.
Okay.
So we did what we had to do, which was great. So we went a 5-1 on the Saturday.
With the weather too.
And again, I'm all about positive results. And we came up with this formula a few years ago.
You was telling me about 75%.
So we went 5-1. What was that percentage?
Isn't that more than like 90?
No, come on, Dennis.
Okay.
Come on. 83.3%.
Oh, he gonna break it down to
83.3%.
We only dropped 1 out of 5.
5 out of 1. 5-6. 5 out of 6. Okay. 83.3. Now for quarterback, went 5 for 6. What was the percentage of he completed?
He went 5 for 6.
Right. Oh, 5 for 6.
Yeah.
I gotta put.
Yeah. I'll round it out.
We can round it out.
You know
what? I use real numbers. I don't pad my numbers or anything like that.
If it's my kid, he's getting padded.
So Sunday we had 7 games on Sunday, but they were
all canceled.
All canceled.
So all of them
now we got to reschedule and everything.
Usually there's like a No, it's the cup games, wasn't it?
We had 2 New York Cup games. They were supposed to be 2 state cup games at the boys U12 and the girls U9 were supposed to go upstate, but everything got canceled, rescheduled. We have games this weekend and everything like that. So I just realized.
And it's supposed to rain again.
Rain's all right though, because we all played in the rains. Yeah. So now listen. Everybody's been listening for 40 minutes, probably saying,
"Where's the question?
The question. We want the $100 Modell's gift card." Okay, that's what they want. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start the questions now. Okay, here it is. A $100 Modell's gift card.
Yes, it is.
All right. Remember, your answers have to come to info. I prefer info@woodhavensoccer.com only because it's up right here.
It's right up in front of them.
You can see them as they come in.
Yes.
It's very simple. In the subject, put Modell's giveaway, whatever, Modell's, whatever. So 3 questions I'm going to answer. Answer.
Yeah,
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
3 questions I'm going to ask. You're going to answer. All right. 3 questions. You have to answer all 3 questions correctly.
Not 2 out of 3.
To win the $100 Modell's gift card. All right. So here we go with question number 1. And Dennis, you have the answers, right? So he's going to see them as they come in. Question number 1. Ciccio Graziani. All right. Francesco Ciccio Graziani. And you know what? I say that name. I was on the phone with him yesterday with Antonio Barone. You know Antonio Barone.
Yes.
All right. This summer, I put it out there yesterday. Hashtag going to be a summer to remember. In a couple weeks, we're going to have a blockbuster announcement. Okay.
I know, but I want to say it, but
it's going to be great. But
I might have to find a kid.
That's going to be for a few weeks from now. But again, question number 1. Ciccio Graziani played in 2 World Cups. Okay? I want to know the years of those World Cups. That's question number 1. Question number 2. Okay? In those World Cups, what was his jersey number for Italy? All right? Obviously, you know he played for Italy. Okay? What was his jersey number? That's question number 2. And question number 3. What year did he sign with AS Roma? So we have 3 questions. I need 3 answers. I'll repeat the questions.
Yes.
Number 1, Ciccio Graziani played in 2 World Cups. What years? Number 2, we already got one roll up. I say to email me info@woodhavensoccer.com. I get text messages.
Somebody went the other way.
But what did she answer?
19.
Don't say it because we don't want to. You see them. Is that right? No. So Angela sent me the.
I like that quick response.
Yeah, very quick. I mean, I'm telling you, listen, Dennis,
very quick.
We are live.
Yeah, I can see
we are live. This is the most viewers. This is going to be the most. Oh. You are right now part of the episode that is going to be the most watched episode.
And if somebody beat me, I'm going to have to come back on with some other stories.
So again, question number 1. Ciccio Graziani played in 2 World Cups. What were the years? Number 2, what was the jersey number that he wore for Italy? Number 3, what year did he sign with AS Roma? 3 questions. We need 3 answers. So in the meantime, as we wait for them to come in, we already got 1 wrong answer.
Well, she might have rushed it. She could come back with the right answers. Don't give up.
But you got to remember, though, she only had 1 answer for the first question.
Well,
there was still 2. There was still 2 more. But again, we're live.
Oh, that's so true. You got to come with all 3 if you
want.
All
3 we need.
1 and get say if we say yes, and you go back into the books. Somebody Google it. You know that?
Yeah. Well, that's what we want. We got to. They got to do
somebody do a little quick homework. You know, definitely. But the vision this man has for this organization is unbelievable.
Now, listen to this. We have a winner.
Yes, we do.
We have a winner.
Real quick, 1982 and 1978. His jersey number was 19, and it was 1983.
Now, and who did it?
Oh no, he can't win.
Listen, listen.
He's around the corner. Hold on, you got 10 minutes to get here.
Wait.
No, he can win.
His father was here.
Yes, he can.
For a couple hours today.
Oh, yes, he can.
As we were going next door, he was seeing everything.
Yes.
Okay. Not once did I mention anything about the question.
Only reason because very good family, very good. I know the family, everybody. That's why I was joking. But you still got 10 minutes to get here to win. No, I'm just joking.
So
look at that.
Yeah, and now look, we got but again,
too late.
Yeah.
Well real
number
soon
2 is
real soon.
Unfortunately,
the phones will be ringing now.
Yeah, listen, we're getting a lot of right answers, but you saw it come in.
Yes, I did.
You saw them come in. It's right there.
They're coming in right now.
So again, the winner of the contest, and honestly, I gotta tell you, I didn't think it was going to be. I wanted them to work a little bit for it.
Yeah, well,
But that just shows how live we are.
yeah.
There's
Somebody,
no.
Somebody's really looking to say, "Oh, I know the answer."
Because some people say, "Oh, sometimes it's a delay."
I thought it would be a delay.
You saw it.
Yes.
So again, we have the correct answers. The correct answer to number one, Ciccio Graziani played in the 1978 and 1982 World Cup.
Yes.
He wore number 19.
19.
For Italy. And he signed with AS Roma in 1983.
83.
The person who got the answer correctly first was Christian Nunez. And for those of you who are going to say, oh, that's Kevin's son, he was here for a few hours. He was looking at next door, going through, seeing how we're going to do everything. Like. Not once were the questions even brought up.
Technically, he wrote them down
exactly
before we went on the air. And most people don't know.
Lisa was the only one because we went over the questions last night. She was the only one. So nobody knew what the. Oh, that was it. That was. She knows what that means. She knows exactly what that means.
So good answers.
And answers. Now I just got a text from Gabe. Gabe Graziano. All right. Who, when the AS Roma guys came in, he was putting, listen, he came in, a few of the dinners and everything like that. He wrote so close because he knew he was next in line. But listen, we do everything.
Can I get those fingers number?
We do everything fair here. Everything is fair, and that's why with the giveaways, I always have to have someone here. I have the tablet,
so it won't be
because no one knows. Okay.
You want to say about fix? It ain't fixed.
I'm a little disappointed though.
Why?
Because, and you know what? See, this is what bothers me now.
Why?
The contest is over. I announced the winner, and now I see less viewers. All of a sudden, people dropping off now. And the best part hasn't even come yet.
No, we tell some good stories.
You know what? I should do another giveaway right now. Just for that, I should do another giveaway.
Well, it's your place. It is your place.
I don't know.
Save it.
But congratulations to Christian Nunez. You got yourself $100 Modell's gift card.
Congratulations.
But honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I really thought it was going to take longer.
Well, I thought after the first one, but the first one came so quick though.
Yeah, because she just answered the first question.
Oh, okay. But somebody took their time and came.
Because again, if the answer was correct that first question, she still had two more. She had to answer.
Okay, maybe it was already typed out. She was ready to hit.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny because Angela, and you know Angela.
Yes.
All right. Her two boys.
Yes.
I honored her and Frank at the dinner dance. Family of the year.
Okay.
Gave them a nice.
What, a plaque?
It wasn't a plaque. It was more of a crystal.
Okay.
Really nice. Really nice. So that was good to see because the Alessi family has been here with me from the beginning.
From the beginning.
It
is good to honor people that's been here. Sometimes they think.
And I didn't get to show you. You know me. I know everything.
Yeah.
I know everything. There's nothing that goes. But the coaches got together, team managers, and collected money for a plaque for me, which is out right up on this wall over there. I'll show you when the show is right. And for them to pull something off without me knowing.
You don't know it all. He don't know it all. He thinks.
Yeah, so that was very nice. I mean, beautiful plaque. That was
so you didn't know what's coming.
So that was not. I mean, I went through all the awards, this and that. And said, okay, now it's time to party.
And somebody said,
and then Coach Ricky stands up and says, no, the DJ calls up Coach Ricky, and then I'm like, what the? Whoa, what's going on here? I didn't know about this.
That's a beautiful.
So that was very good, very good. But yeah, I'm disappointed. I mean, how quick this was. I told myself, I got to tell you, it's almost a letdown.
No. That means they was waiting for this. They was waiting. That's good. Hold up. You didn't give it out 15 after. They waited and they waited. You gave the subject. So they was waiting for you. Don't worry about it. They'll come back. If you
The Nunez family says hi to Dennis.
Hello. How's everybody there? John, what happened? Did y'all win this week? Last week? I know y'all started too.
No.
Yes, they did. Yeah, everybody played their 5 games.
Yeah,
Does he play?
I don't know. Yeah, that's that you have to.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's
hey, Kev.
we might,
Yeah.
find them different some other options.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's for another show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta talk to you, Kev. Then. Oh, I didn't know it was really.
Yeah, no, that's for another show.
So the light comes on a little brighter then, right? Okay. Yeah. Well, well, I ain't gonna go through that. We talking about some good things here.
But yeah, I mean, that was quick.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's. Well, and these was good questions.
Yeah,
though.
you know what? Listen, now I know I gotta make them even harder and all. But listen, I told you, soon we're gonna start doing phone calls.
Oh, and then when the phones light up,
it's gonna
have
be.
to get one of them 2 phones to light up there and call a number 8. You gotta say.
Oh, it's gonna be. I mean, when we can start now getting live calls in.
Oh no, that's gonna be.
Yeah,
we taking caller number 6.
Taking it to another level. Which talking about taking it to another level. There used to be a bullhorn.
Yes, it was.
Tell us about the bullhorn.
The bullhorn was brought out basically. Well, I used to be a vocal kind of parent, but in a good way. I never, never yelled on the bullhorn. I used the siren when we scored, and it only came out to the State Cup and the Warbounds game, and the parents used to love it, and the kids got a kick out of it too. When we scored, the siren would go off, and everybody looking. I think it got to a point where the ref told me not to do it no more at one time.
I think that it might have been, and
but the kids look forward to that. Even when sometimes when the regular game we had a game, they're looking for the bullhorn. I said no, it only comes out for like the tournaments or the big games, not for everyday games because the bullhorn is very special.
Listen, I used to love that. That's
and people because my voice is loud enough. I need when I get the yelling, but for the most part, I used to always come support the kids, enjoy. We get on a referee every now and then, but we was there to cheer on our kids.
You were always pretty. You really were.
I was. It's because, like I said, since I coach too, but football, I know how it is to be on the other end. But parents wonder why my kid ain't playing this and that. Sometimes you could talk to some parents, and sometimes you just gotta let it go in one ear and out the other. And it's hard enough being a coach and dealing with little people and attitudes and mothers and fathers. But for the most part, I used to just enjoy the game.
And I enjoyed that bullhorn.
Yeah,
I truly enjoyed it. Now, I always say between us, there are 2 stories.
Oh God, which ones?
2 stories that always stick out when I think of Dennis and I think of Darius.
Oh.
Now, you always make me laugh, okay? But I remember you telling me a story about a time you were out in Long Island and everything like that.
Oh, is the bathroom story?
No. That's number 2.
Oh, that's number 2. Yeah, right. Okay, like a lot of games.
And as far as with that second story, Darius is older now.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna come back and look. He's got to look at it as
well. So he tries to
we're not
going to
go in details, but that was a great story.
For the most part, when we used to go to games, especially in Long Island, games would be over, the kids shaking hands and everything. And my son was the only Afro-American black child on the team. Now we had some Italians, we had some Mexicans, dark skin and everything. And I'm the only parent out there. And not for nothing, the Long Island teams didn't have none of color, but their parents would always come to me and ask me, which one is yours? I mean, not just once, not just twice, a lot of games. After a while, I just started picking a kid walking by and say, this one is mine. So I'm like, what? is it obvious or not obvious? But for them to say that, I thought it was very funny, and I just laughed at it to the point where I just started claiming a kid that's walking by and I said, no, this one is mine. You know, but for the most part,
and in the beginning, again, when you first brought it to my attention,
I'm like,
you just because you have such a great sense of humor, and it was
life is too not to get serious too much. You got to be able to laugh at a lot of stuff.
And again, we won't go into story number 2 because we don't want to do that.
Yes, you can.
No,
yes, you can.
Well, listen. Then if you're his dad, so if you want to do it, then you can do it. But I was at that game, and it was a road game.
Yes,
it was in Oceanside. I remember it like it was yesterday.
It was Oceanside, and my son had just before the game, he had to go to the bathroom, and I'm not talking in the bushes kind of bathroom, you know, stand by the tree. And he went towards the school, but the school was closed. He thought he could walk to the gas station or whatever, but that was too far. So as he was coming back towards the field, he saw an elderly man or a young man, a gentleman sitting on the porch, and a lady, a young lady. No, the gentleman was in the house. The lady was sitting on a porch, a couple. And my son and I think Dario was with her. Somebody else, Jimmy was walking with him.
No, I think what happened was after 2 houses told him no, that's when they left. Dario and all of them left Darius by himself because because the first 2 doors they said no.
And Darius saw the lady out on her porch, could have been knit or something. And my son asked, can he use the bathroom?
And at this point, at this point now, we're watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
You have no clue what's going on.
I don't know where. First of all, I'm looking for where's my son went. I didn't see him over by the team.
We're watching it. I mean, Kevin was there. We're sitting there watching. We're like, wow, this is pretty bad.
And he goes in the house. And I guess used the bathroom, and he comes out. Even the husband was in the living room.
No. The husband pulled up. Husband wasn't in the house.
Oh, I thought he was sitting in the house.
And then walked in the house.
And so
Derek coming out.
And my son thanked them and everything. Went by, thanked the lady, and they asked him to come back for dinner.
And they were originally from Ozone Park.
Yes.
So because Sharice went back over there.
Thank you. My wife went over there.
Wonderful family.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful family. After 2 families told him no.
And my wife, when my wife found out, she made herself over there and thanked the family and everything. But I looked at my son and said, you really had to go, right? Because for you to do that, I think I would have held it. Personally, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the situation.
I don't know.
But that's the kind of kid Darius is.
Yes.
He's a great kid.
All he can do, I always used to tell my son, this act is, the most that anybody do say, it's better than you just, doing it on somebody's lawn or something, God forbid. Or doing it on yourself, God forbid. But no, he asked, and it was nice person, nice people.
No, very nice man, very nice family.
And I guess they see the soccer games all the time.
Yeah, because it was literally right across the street. Yeah.
So that stayed with him for about most of the season, though. But
no, that was not that it was fun. It was just.
It was funny. It was funny back then.
It was hysterical. But
but he did what he had to do.
Absolutely.
I
think we won that game.
Yes, we did.
We did win that game.
Once he got a little lighter,
So, but we're gonna before we close the show, I want to talk about our Atlantic City bus trips.
Oh, that was beautiful back then.
Now, the very first one Kevin did for the Warriors.
Yes.
Okay, and what that money went towards the uniform, because you got to remember back then a lot of the teams were separate.
Everybody had to raise a little bit of money to do what they can.
So you got you came up because
I used to do that for my football team.
So they did one, and then you guys brought it to my attention. Now listen, we should do one for the entire club, and and it was our first annual.
I still got the T-shirt.
That first annual was actually in 2009.
Yes, it was.
Because at the dinner dance, Antonio and Grace, they were at the dinner dance. They were on that bus as well. So it was 2009. We had a packed bus.
I don't know. Should we talk about liquor or is young people talk?
Yeah, I mean, listen. The first 2 or 3 turned out to be a fundraiser.
Yes, it was.
Okay. When we got to the 4th bus, everybody had, put it this way, it was more fun being on the bus.
Yes, it was.
Than it was being in Atlantic City.
The
We
ride
had
was
fun.
even.
And again,
this
was adults. Although there was
one
year
time we went to took some kids and they was at the beach
kids and we had to drop them off up there.
a couple of blocks.
Okay. But when we did get to the fourth one, it got to the point, because now at this point, remember the buses were cheap.
Yes, it was.
Then they started all of a sudden
going up,
raising the prices.
Yeah, of course. The gas was going up and everything.
It got to the point we just wanted to do one just to cover expenses.
And it happens, you never come back on the bus. You already had the hotel set up.
Couple times.
A couple of times.
Times.
You know, but you knew we was going there. So,
yes.
And you was already comped to go there.
Comped over there and I would stay over. So I would go and, nice.
No, you would ride with her. You would, okay, y'all get on
and
back.
And every time we did the 50-50, who was the point man?
Well, of course.
I mean, it's.
But it was all for the team and for the organization.
I will tell you this though, if we left at 10 o'clock, if we said we were supposed to leave at 10 o'clock, Dennis be coming in 10:15.
10:15.
Always. But the bus rides. It was a bonding. It was
atmosphere.
Yes.
The conversation was good. We had movies half time we didn't even watch it, right? But it was this great conversation. The bubbly was beautiful.
Yes.
You know, the man know how to stack a bar.
Now, we have not done one.
Really?
The last one we did was that. So you were part of the last bus trip.
I gotta make some calls
that
see
we
what
did
the bus
in 2013.
See what they're charging.
Because we tried to do another one and then it was but I want you to know, you were part of the last bus trip.
I don't like to be the last. Let's start something up.
Did we not? And we would always get some crazy drivers, right? Because remember going there, we wind up getting extra time
because he got lost. Basically,
he got lost. I mean, and
then we went up there when there was a show that we couldn't get to.
Now it's GPS now. Yeah, everything now. That was like 3.5 years ago. So, but you were part of the we haven't done one since.
Oh, I gotta call someone.
So I think now that you're here, you made your debut of kicking it with FC Woodhaven.
And it's a beautiful
thing. I think it's time to put another one in motion.
I just said, let me look at my numbers.
You know,
because some of the bus companies split and started their
and for the parents that don't know what we're talking about, basically what we did was we rent the bus, part of a hotel.
Yes.
The casino, let's say, would give you back $20.
$20.
What we did was we would charge you $40, $45 per adult.
So you're paying basically like $20.
But you would get 20 back. But we put food on there.
And bubblies.
We put beverages. Food and beverages. And then those of you that were at the dinner dance and know what kind of, we had an open bar, know that when we throw a party,
it does.
We know how to have
coolers in the back, coolers in the front.
Time as far as with that.
I mean, the 2 hours and 40 minutes, it was a beautiful time went by like that. Yeah. By the time you got there, you enjoyed yourself. You know, you walked around. If you want to gamble,
the outlet. We always did good with the December ones because the outlets.
Yes,
the women would go to the outlets.
The outlets right down because we was leaving like 11, so we there when the outlet was open, and we coming back. What we get 3.5, almost 4 hours in the casino.
No, 6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours.
So we get there. We leave at like 8 because we get there. We get more time.
No, we would get.
We leave at
about 10 o'clock,
and we get there like 12:01.
Right. And 7 o'clock, we're back on the boat. And be home by 10 o'clock.
Yes.
I mean, it was great, but I do remember that last driver we had was just. But we had the extra time.
Yeah.
Or
we gotta go.
No. I think weren't we waiting in the lobby? Well, that was another trip.
That was another trip.
Yeah, I mean, we had some experiences with it, but we always
had a good time.
Always had a good time.
Always.
I mean, the food, the beverages, and. But again, the 1 year with the kids was good too, and it was so because
we didn't have enough numbers. So
we didn't have enough numbers because I don't know if it was.
You said let the kids ride free or whatever.
Yeah,
$20 get all the kids.
Remember, and then we pulled into the hotel.
We had to pull out.
We had to go drop them off.
Technically, I don't know why they pulled
out.
I don't know. Because as long as they don't touch.
Listen, I think if it was now because the casinos and the boardwalk is hurting because now there's casinos all over the place.
Yes, I know.
And remember when this casino was being built? You even said to me, "Can't you get them as a sponsor?"
Yeah,
you were all into that.
Right.
I mean, it was.
You know, right there. At least open up to get a parking lot for the kid, for the
Yeah,
parents.
that's
That little corner.
listen. The vision, the plan,
Okay.
complex.
Right,
you know,
right,
it's listen. We're going into the next phase of really. We've come so far from.
Well, when I get out here, I'm gonna play the
now.
Powerball. If I hit, we got the complex.
And it's listen,
It's
we're live, so
kids.
now everybody
It's
just
for
heard
the
that.
kids.
Yeah, that's
You know, this one thing, my office is gonna be higher than yours. That's all. I know you want the top office.
Listen. See, I've always said I want a complex, a Delphi.
Okay.
Okay, where Carlos got his offices
Yeah.
and everything like that. You overlook that. I mean, that is.
No, that's you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that is. That's a beautiful sight.
Hold up.
That's a beautiful sight.
Did you see that you be here when you took over Warriors? I mean, all this own the whole block, basically.
No,
you know, took over the whole block.
No,
you just got that little building in
between. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're a camp complex here.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's a baby step.
Yeah, no, listen, listen, we are Queens. We will always be in Queens. It's got to be in Queens.
Well, you got to 5 square feet. For
yeah, I mean, listen, it's we got time for that. I mean,
you're young too. You don't go nowhere. You're gonna have a new wife and everything.
Yeah,
you're gonna plan together. What's the clock say? How much time left?
My countdown?
Yeah, your countdown.
Oh,
you showed me that. No, you showed me it one time.
This show's not about me.
Well, yes, it is.
There's a countdown right there.
Thank you very much. 233 days, 21 hours, 23 minutes, and seconds.
Yeah. So, but she's watching.
I know she is.
She's watching. But again, I'm going back to this very disappointment with this.
No. Well, hold up.
Quick.
Well, you should have got 250s, and then hung them on a little bit.
But again,
good answer though. You won.
Great answer. I mean, they did their homework and everything like that.
Yes.
So, since today was your first day coming into the office, which is going to be the old office, and seeing now that we do this, and then last week at the field, I showed you on the phone how
everything. Yes.
What the some of these episodes. I mean.
No joking. You are blowing me away with the stuff you're doing. I mean, if you had a tenth of this vision 8 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
It took time. No, don't get me wrong. No, but I mean, the kids just to tune in and hear what went on the week before. If they missed the U10 game, what was the score?
Oh, listen, absolutely.
I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and listen, we're having fun today.
Yeah,
a lot. We do informational stuff, and today we knew we were gonna have fun and everything like that. But that's what when we first did this show, I didn't want a script. I didn't want it to be like
robots reading the teleton. Okay,
this is just. Was there any script?
No, you told me before we went on air. There's no script. Just sit in your pants. Do what you can.
Right. We just go with the flow and you see how time just goes. Yeah, before we knew, there's 20 minutes in already.
You told them at 15 after, we looked, it's 8:35. I'm like, oh, we got to get the questions.
Yeah. And that's what was important about the show. I didn't want to be fake. I wanted to be, it's got to be a little entertaining and everything like that.
I hope we entertained. I hope I entertained you a little bit.
It's got to be natural.
Stories. Well, I can't.
It's because that's not what this is about.
No. I think. The camera won't lie if they see you all stiff and reading off the letters and they see
boring.
They got what they see out in the field. That's how you are in here. And
again, listen, people. I'm gonna be honest. Majority of people tune in for the giveaways, so we do a lot of giveaways, which is great.
Okay,
but it keeps them entertained on the boring shows. When sometimes I go on my rants where I'm by myself.
You should never be by yourself, though.
No, I know.
You need a
once we get into the new place and it's all set up upstairs where it's gonna be our training center. We're gonna be cameras.
You're gonna petrol people on the
this, yes, because this has the potential to be big. This could be a separate entity of just a whole different outlet.
Oh, yes.
And again, what I've noticed is just by our YouTube channel. anybody can subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes. Okay.
There are people that subscribe to the channel.
Don't have a
they're not
channel,
even
okay.
not even part of the club. Because again, this is not just open to
The
people in the club.
The club is. For
I
everybody.
mean, listen, it didn't happen tonight, but sometimes I get some weird emails and everything like that people, you know.
Wait till the night. It's young.
You know. And then why? And I don't even know who the hell these people are.
But they know you because you come into their living room every day, or
Yeah.
or on their screen every Wednesday.
Yeah, well, we have to get back to it. Like last Wednesday, I didn't do one, but yeah, it's got to get where it's every single Wednesday where there's the format. But again, it's nights like this that this is great. This is absolutely
time
great.
Just flew. What time is it? I look at it. It's after 9.
10 after 9 already. But did you have fun?
I had a blast. I was coming here. I was like, wow. Let me see. I want to be streamlined all over. I hope I, don't get tongue tied. But it was just flowing.
And that's why when you make it natural. Yeah, listen, it just goes.
No.
We're having a conversation.
Basically, that's what it was.
Talking to a camera.
That's what it was.
Having, which is great. But when we do get into the new place where it'll be upstairs, I mean, it's what I'm doing is we're gonna do. I have a lot of St. John's ties.
Yes.
Where we have a lot of coaches from the 1996 team.
Ooh,
that won the national championship. Yes. Where we're going to do a whole round table.
Is he going to be invited?
Yes.
Really?
So it's going to be, and that's what you get to do different themes and different topics and really do some entertaining
I got to
things.
look because I might have text in on that.
Yeah, that one will be fun. But yeah, I mean, so the concept is great.
No, it is.
It can be done so much more, and it's going to come out better, but the concept is there.
You keep doing it, or you're going to do it.
It's going to be, because you know me, it just goes.
Of course,
more.
You're a perfectionist. You're going to keep on doing it until you get it. Just tweak it just right.
Yeah, listen, we've come a long way.
Oh yes, but everything is positive. Every time I see you and we talk, and you let me know what's going on and where you taking the organization, and I'm like, I always tell you, your heart was always for the kids, regardless of the end about the long route. It's always positive and it's always good for the kids.
Exactly. And listen, what's made it easy is the sport is growing.
Oh yes, it is.
So there is a lot of demand out there. And again,
but you run a good program though.
Listen,
that helps too.
The developmental league was something that I really wanted to implement that. And now again, 36 developmental league teams
36.
That they all have team names. And 36. I mean, it's something where it's.
You like the Pied Piper now.
A lot of things. Listen, you saw a taste of it in 2012 and 2013 as you were on the way out. Mm-hmm. 2014, 2015, and 2016.
Just blew up.
It's just been to another level. But we haven't peaked.
You still got a long way to go.
We still have a long way to go.
Okay.
Long way to go. Well, we're nowhere near. You always have to try to keep improving. And I'm going to tell you something right now because, again, talking about the Blockbuster announcement, and everyone knows we are not an academy. But, again, there are clubs out there that just throw that academy name around.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But
and also add more money for
is going to happen is, and not so much with the announcement in the next 2 weeks, that's going to lead up to even the bigger picture. But we are gearing right now to be we are going to be the only club, and I'm going to throw the academies in there as well, that are going to be able to offer something that nobody can offer, including the academies. Okay? So that is what the bigger picture is. That is what we're gearing towards. It is going to happen. But that's my next project. I want to be known as the club who is not an academy, but offering what nobody else can offer.
Okay.
You know, so that's what my thing is. Because again, everyone throws the academy around, and even the real academies. Listen, there's
No,
it doesn't have to be that way. And again, I'll leave it as that.
Okay.
But Woodhaven Soccer will be the club that can offer what nobody out there will be able to offer. So that is my guarantee. That is going to happen. And again, Antonio Barone, who you know very well,
yes, I do,
has a lot to do with this. And again, that was my reasoning for honoring him at the dinner dance and everything like that. But again, it's going to be big. And listen, the people in the soccer community that know the game and know the ins and outs and everything, again, will know what I'm talking about when we put this all together.
Yes.
Regular parents, they don't understand. Because again, you have parents that just go, listen. They listen to this, listen to that, listen to this. And unfortunately, that's what youth soccer has become.
Mm-hmm.
But because that's what happens. They just listen to that, you know, this one, right.
Follow everybody else.
And again, you know me. When you're loyal to me and you've done what you need to do and you stuck here, I will do whatever I can to listen. It is what it is.
Ride on, jump on board, and let's take a good ride.
But again, I will make that known right now at 9:16 p.m. on April 6th that we will be the only club, including academies, that will only be able to will offer what nobody else out there will be able to offer.
Okay.
So that'll be a big show. That's not even going to be a show. That's going to be a press release. That's going to be, you know, monumental as far as with that. So that's just a tip of the iceberg of what is going to be coming within. And again, the big announcement's coming. That's going to lead into something else. But the big announcement's going to be that's more towards going to be a summer
blockbuster.
Yes, I mean it's going to be a summer to remember.
But just taking some kids.
But as far as within, I would, if I have to give a time range as far as the next 6 to 18 months. Is where it's going to be, you know, really.
So, boys and
really
girls, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So again, I want to thank you for coming in. I mean, this has been great. I loved it. We probably can do another 2 hours, but I know you got to go to bed because you got to wake up early.
I got to get up at 4 o'clock.
You know. So again, congratulations to Christian Nunez for winning the Modell's contest. You got yourself a $100 Modell's gift card. Thank you for everyone who watched. Just, you know, as far as a disappointment, I thought it was going to be a little bit longer as far as, you know.
Dragging out the questions and
the answers. But again, but fair and square.
But that shows you got some smart viewers.
Yes. And it just proves that we live.
And yes,
live.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Live. So again, thank you for everybody watching. Dennis, thank you for coming in.
Thank
everyone.
You. Thank you.
Yes, we have a big weekend coming up.
Yes.
But thank everyone. Good night, and we'll see you next week on Kicking It with FC Woodhaven.